Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Getting ready to get into the hives. In my last video I had ended with we got yesterday to our bee work on this bench behind me, and things went a little south, so we're back out. It's the next morning, and we're gonna go on a queen hunt, but I'll catch everybody up here in a few minutes, but we gotta get to work. All right, so what we got going on today is the yellow hive here. Opened it up yesterday. They were just combined about 11 or so days ago with a queen that we had pulled out of another hive previously, and the recombined took no problem. There's eggs in there, but there's a pile of swarm cells in there. So yesterday we went on a queen hunt, could not find her. We're back out this morning to try and find her, isolate her. I don't think they swarmed on us already because there was just too many bees still in the hive. So the goal right now is to go through this yellow hive very carefully and methodically, try to find her and take her out so that we can hopefully prevent a swarm from happening. So I'm just gonna let you guys roll and watch along. All right, so we went through the yellow hive a second time. Yesterday we went through them, saw many queen cells. There was capped queen cells, there was queen cells that were very close to being capped. There were some ones that were still being drawn. Christina and I went through every frame yesterday in that hive 2 times, both of us, and did not see the queen. But the population inside of that hive is so large that it was hard for us to believe there was a swarm where the queen that we had introduced a week and a half ago would have left, because there are so many bees in there. But we made the decision, trying to keep the girls from swarming, to come back out this morning first thing, go through each box again after they've calmed down some, and see if we could not find her. And Christina and I went through all 3 boxes, each of us going through one and then the other one coming back and looking, except for the middle box. Christina looked at the middle box. I didn't go back through that one, but the top and the bottom we both put eyes on. No queen, can't find her, and she's marked. I personally, if they're not marked, I have to be in the right mindset for finding an unmarked queen, but she's not marked, and I've seen her before many times on inspection since we've gotten her this year. So I don't know at this point what happened. We did the newspaper combined, I guess it's been 12 or so days ago now. And yesterday Christina was noting, as she was going through boxes, eggs. And so we were thinking that, she doesn't necessarily have to be in there. She could have just swarmed and still have laid eggs that are still eggs. But we were feeling confident that she's got to be in here. So that's why we went out again today. We still can't find her. So at this point, and there's some cranky bees on this bench. And we noticed that yesterday, and I attributed it to the hive number 15 in the middle. They went through the natural requeening process, made their own queen. She's in there and laying, but it seemed like when we opened them up, and they were the first hive we opened up yesterday, they were on the cranky side. Kind of like right now, I've got several guard bees on my veil and in my face. And that was kind of how they went yesterday working them, just kind of not happy. But they are queen right. We didn't look for her, we saw eggs and larvae, and there may have even been a little bit of capped brood. But anyways, they were queen right, and we added some space down in we only have 2 brood boxes on them right now. She's a new queen. We added a couple of frames of drawn comb in the top second box just to give her a little bit of space, because right now we're really low on boxes, so trying to hold off on having to put a 3rd brood box on her. And we did add a super to them, because they need the space for the nectar. And then we got into number 3 yesterday over here, the green hive. Now this hive was split. This was our first split of the season. This was the split that I had intended to requeen with the California queen when she was just a queen in a queen cage. That did not work, blah, 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 blah. We're here now. This has been queen right though the entire time. So when we did the split, this was the queen right side. We moved from the other bench to the new bench. So we knocked her down. She's obviously over, you know, the past month and a half, 2 months, she's built back up. Up until yesterday's inspection, she'd been looking great. There's no swarm cells. We've been adding plenty of super space, which she has been working and filling. Obviously, I think there's 4 supers on there right now. 1 we added, I believe, yesterday. But we opened her up and swarm cells galore. I mean, some of them were capped. And we're like, oh man, like you gotta be kidding me. You know, it's end of May. Today is actually Memorial Day. And we're like, what is going on? You know, usually when we throw swarms, they're in April, or we might catch one in late June. But usually May and most of June for us historically have been fairly safe months from swarming. And so we're like, oh man. So we went on the queen hunt in green. We found her, actually. We found her. We took her out, made a nuke with her. She's sitting over here. We should have actually moved her to the other bench, but it was a long day of bee work yesterday. And we put them back together. So they are queenless, and will probably remain so unless we have significant issues with angry bees in the yard. But hopefully they'll settle down. I mean, right now they're all worked up because I'm still standing here, but hopefully in a little while, when we come back out to run the dog or whatever, play, hopefully we don't have any issues with angry bees. And then, yeah, so that's kind of it. That's why this has been split up in 2 different videos. You know, yesterday's bee work all went really well until we got to this bench, and then we tore open all these hives and had 2 of the production hives, you know, full and loaded of swarm cells. And that's why we're back out again today. But at the end of the day, we can't find her in yellow, so it's just going to be what it is. I don't think she's in there. I thought she was, you know, going to bed last night and coming out this morning, but I don't think she's in there. So hopefully that means we won't get a swarm, or if we did get one, it's already happened, and I don't see any hanging off of at least the neighbors' houses, and haven't gotten any phone calls. So if they did go, hopefully they went into the woods in a tree and not on somebody's house. So that's it, guys. That's it for bee work. I don't know when we'll come back out. Probably not towards the end of today's Monday, so you know, the soonest we would probably start checking anybody would be Friday, probably more likely Saturday or Sunday of next week. But yeah, that's it. I hope everybody's doing great. Hope everybody's bees are great. Hope everybody's bees are staying in their yard and making lots of honey for them. We're doing great here, other than this little blip on the new hive stand. But yeah, stay tuned. If you liked the video, please like, and if you haven't subscribed, do so if you enjoy the content. And we'll be back real soon with another video. Take care.